Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Cleveland Browns. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Nice little juke. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. When you look at this defense, they're slightly better than average against the run, number 14 in the NFL.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead, pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
Well, you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
60 Eagles, 6.
They'll try to run for it with Jeanty. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. The Browns at 500, sitting at 5-5. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Here we go. Start.
Play action. It's Sanders. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Let's go. Let's go.
On first down, it's Jeanty. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Come on, come on. Set. Ready.
They go play action now. Sanders. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Let's go. Cowboy 80. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
Sanders. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Browns first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Off the play fake. Here's Sanders. Got a man open. It's Chase. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, and I'm continuing to let him throw the football. That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Hurt. Warriors 70. Ready?
Here's Sanders. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A run straight ahead with Genty. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Derek Barnes in on the stop. You look at this Buffalo defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And being able to set the tone early in this game, because when you get down to it, it's that sign that we saw in their football facility when we visited with them. The one that said no explosives, no big plays, no chunk plays. That's what they got to take care of.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Let's go now. Cougar 19.
To throw is Sanders. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Browns first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Genty. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
They'll go again with Genty. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On play action, here's Shadur. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Brandon, that's what I call an oak tree play. That quarterback just stood in there, absorbed the hit, and still was able to deliver the ball downfield.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll be in search of their initial points of the contest, trailing 9-0 as they begin with a first down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Malone's pass, complete to number 86. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 50-yard line.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a handoff up the middle. It's McGee. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and a yard. Play action. Malone. His throw incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll look to throw again. That is caught. And he is going to have the Bills first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
That's what you call stringing the play out. I know he was looking for a spot to get upfield, but they gave him nowhere to cut, nowhere to find a place to make it into the secondary, and they forced him out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Back to throw. Malone. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. This is the most important of them all. Third and goal. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bills have got it back to within a score. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Now a second and 10. On the give, Genty. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The offense on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Now Sanders. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that. In Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. McGee. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 23, here's a 2nd down and 9. Looking to throw. Malone. On the RPO, he'll keep it. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Pat Freiermuth, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bills have taken the lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Browns drive about to get started. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
A run out of the gun with Genty.
Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing, Sanders.
And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
To throw now, here's Sanders. And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Back to throw again. And he's taken down. This will be a Browns sack. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
3rd and 19.
Back to throw. Malone.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
28-yard gain. First down, Buffalo.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph.
The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Get it! Let's cook it, 19! Check smash! Check smash!
Sanders to throw.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
25-yard line.
Ready! Let's go! Hey, Crash! Cowboy 80! Tight, 19 tight.
From the shotgun, Sanders.
And it'll be intercepted.
And the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Across midfield. He's on his way.
And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recount.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. 2nd and 13. Open man is Bond. He's got it. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From the gun on 3rd down, Malone. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fights loose. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
2nd and 4.
Ready, ready.
Off the play fake. Sanders. This is caught at the 20. And he will be taken down inside the Buffalo 20. 33 yards that time.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
19, go.
Looking to throw. Sanders. Quick slant caught by Chase. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jamar Chase with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Now the Browns offense will stay on the field as they'll go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them. Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And the slot man goes in motion left. From the gun on 3rd down, Malone.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
On that punt, we've got a man shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The Browns drive about to get started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Genty. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sanders. And he is going to have a Browns first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Here we go, strike. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Panther 11, Panther 11.
They go play action now. Sanders
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass.
60 years, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Go.
Sanders looking deep here for Chase.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 tight, 19 tight. Rig alert, rig alert.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
2nd and 3. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now a stoppage here as we've got a bill shaken up on the play.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Ready? Hawk 7, check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Check smash, check smash. Ready?
They'll run on first down. It's McGee. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke.
124 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. This 2nd and 4.
Come on, set.
They'll keep it on the ground. McGee, they're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Trap 60, trap 60, trap goal 80. 18, 5 here.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go, set. Viking, 8-6. Ready.
Now a handoff to Genty. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Hey, let's go now. Go.
On the give, Genty.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The Browns on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Check.
To throw is Sanders. Open man is Bash. He's got it.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Genty is in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
And they're on 35-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kirby Joseph.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
First down pass. Intercepted. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
No, let's go. Let's go.
A run. It's Genty.
And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9.
97 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Ready. Hawk, 79 Broncos.
Here's Sanders. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
That'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give him 12 yards that time. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Here's a toss to Genty, headed right.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Panthers, let go! Let go!
It's a quarterback sneak. And he takes this one in for a Brown score.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Browns are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Ware breaking the tackle.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
Franco leading. 19 left, driving 60.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
To the left side, he finds Bond.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
They'll look to throw again.
And this one too low.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now they'll change things up.
Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
19, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Trap 60, trap 60. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Warrior 70, Mustang 19.
Back to throw. Winters.
That is caught. McMillan with it.
And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for.
Boy, hard to catch your breath. Another big play looming. 4th and 3.
Pass the 60. Pass the 60. 65, 18, right in. 18, rattle. 18, rattle.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need. And that's exactly what they got done.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now, he's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in what you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
On 1st down, it's McGee. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Bills have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point
70
conversion.
Timberwolves. 79 Broncos. Ready.
They'll look to throw. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. Huge conversion there to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. Their defense needs to get a stop.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for the other team to come downfield and put some points on the board, but job 1 was taken care of. The 2-point conversion to get this thing tied.
Cade York to kick off.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
70. Bronco 80. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved.
Penalties not what they needed here. 1st and 15.
Ready up. 60 by 6. 60. Cougar 19.
Now it's Genty. And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
Here's 2nd down.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Now Sanders. That's complete to Chase.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
A gain of 10. Brings up 3rd and
1. A big play in this football game. 3rd down and 1.
70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
To throw now. Here's Sanders. Looking deep here for Chase. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted.
And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, that one was was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
On the ready.
Here's first down.
Get it. Ready.
They'll run on first down. McGee. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Well, they'll come up now. This is second and long.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's McGee. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
The dog pound barking as loud as they can here. Third down.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Looking to throw.
Winters. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Fourth down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros.
This is first and 10.
Cut my team. Cut. Here we go. Here we go. Cowboy X. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And this is going to be intercepted.
And he will be taken down, and that means we are headed to overtime.
And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout.
And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. So it's the Browns who are going to get possession first here in overtime as the kick's away.
Now a hit and a loose football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he brings it back to the house. It's a touchdown. And in a crazy inning, a defensive score wins it.
Well, things started off exciting. This one had a high-scoring first half, and nobody let their foot off the gas in the second half either, Charles. And, for them, a really nice victory in a high-scoring output.
You're right about that, because so many times we'll see teams come out slow and take a while to get going, and points become a little bit harder to score near the end of games, as we know, because everyone tightens down. But no such issues in this game. The scoring started right away and held up at a steady clip the remainder of the game.
So for the Bills, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6.
And they'll be on the road next week as they travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers.
So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.